my semifinal ball hockey game. Me and Lois. And the championship game is next Tuesday night. And I will be free next Tuesday night. Because my team lost 3-0. What can you do? Sometimes it happens. Let's give you a... Whoa. Of course, I had my trusty sidekick Lois with me. She never fails me. What up, Decline host and hi-fi protege? What up, Waver, in the house? It's a little cold out here right now, but I've got time now to get in better shape and take my ball hockey talents to another level next season. Now, next season's going to be a while. I don't think we are playing until August because they are resurfacing the rink, and that takes a while. So I've got time to, I'm in good shape already, but, you can always be in better shape. And I am the oldest player in the league. What up, AC/DC in the house? We're just walking around West Hollywood late night. It's pretty quiet. I don't hear a lot of noise. Yes, I would not be walking the baby if we were near the riots. Now, the interesting thing is that that's Sonny Crockett right there. Who? The riots are about, 15 miles east of where we are at. But if you remember there's the sheriff's station right there. So we're going to turn the... well, thank you. Ha 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 ha. Let me see. Let's go this way to avoid the music. Thank you. You'll get the ray gun when I get back home. Yeah, you can ask a question. Get to it. This is a pretty safe part of town, to be honest with you. I don't think they would let the... I'm going to turn the sound now. We're passing by some music. I'm straight edge, baby, so sorry to disappoint you. $2, haha. Yeah, it's pretty safe to walk the dog at 1 a.m. I mean, it's, you know, it's, yeah, I don't feel too bad. I'm gonna turn the sound off. We're passing some music. All right, so we passed some music. There's more music. Hold on. I'm not really a huge Thin Lizzy fan. I do like whiskey in a jar, to be honest with you. We'll do a little walk down here. Yeah, Lois has been very energetic lately. Damn, here's some more music. I gotta turn the music off. All right, we're back. So it's just another Tuesday. Well, I guess it's Wednesday morning now. My dog's pronoun is bad bitch. Come on, Lois. Lois is one tough hombre. What up, VIP in the house? We are, for those of you wanting to Google Earth me right now, we are traveling on Robertson Boulevard. Kind of a very chic-y neighborhood. You know, a lot of celebrities are seen on this boulevard from time to time. It's kind of a weird block, though. Like, I never see people in these stores at all. So I think they're kind of money laundering joints. But, you know, who knows? Like a lot of these rug stores. You know, who the fuck shops for rugs? And then you've got down this block, you've got some high-end stores like Chrome Hearts. You've got the restaurant from, what was it? I think this is it, from Vanderpump Rules. Yeah, something about her. If you're into that show. Some of you may be. I don't know what you guys are into. There's a cool neon sign store. They got some cool shit in here, like the pizza place is the other way. So they got some cool things in this store. Good. It'd be a good podcast. Some decorations here. So now here's an interesting. This is Dog Pound Fitness Gym right here. This is where like Justin Bieber works out. Taylor Swift. It's like a private training gym. So you can see DP, and they literally park their Ferraris and nice cars. They just drive them right into the gym so they don't get bothered. What up, Big Bones Jones? Ben Jones, that is. Now here is probably the most famous AA meeting facility. It's called the Log Cabin. What up, Doug the Slug? So you see a lot of celebrities in this AA facility, I guess you'd call it. He does work out when he's in Los Angeles. That's where he works out. Now, I used to go to this restaurant. It used to be called Babylon. That's back in the day. It's since been, it's literally been about 10 different places. Now, if you are into Vanderpump Rules, there's Sir Restaurant. If you've watched the show, you've seen every cast member working here at some point, I believe. The new season is coming up, but I don't know much about it. I haven't seen too many commercials for it, although I have seen a lot of Vanderpump Rules marathons, so that's usually a sign the new season's coming up. Here's Chrome Hearts. It's a very hip, a lot of rappers. There's the store in there. You have to have an appointment to go there. So I've literally tried to walk in there going, hey, I got money. I want to buy a hoodie or a jacket. And they're like, you have to have an appointment. Now, there's one of those Waymo cars. I hate these fucking things. Unbelievable. Now, interesting enough, those Waymo cars have been a target of the protesters downtown. So I don't know why they have targeted. Here's Cicconi's, a very cool restaurant. I've had taken many a date to Cicconi's. It's a very cool, what up, Shandy girl? Very cool restaurant. It's very classy. See if you can, they have an outdoor thing here. Take a look at the menu to give you an idea. Their meatballs are spectacular. So there's a front bar. It's a very classy place. There's a big Last Supper type table. This is kind of a very shishi. There's the parking lot of Sir. A lot of scenes have been filmed here. And then the Butcher's Daughter. That's kind of a new restaurant that's quite popular. There's Drake's, another, it's not new, but it's certainly very popular. And of course, we are coming upon a building that I've probably helped finance. Lois has walked inside this building many a night. There we go. It's the inside of what John Barbados looks like at night. Very cool building. See what's in the window. I mean, I don't know. I could work that outfit. Now this is more my style. The pants. It's a very Sonny Crockett type vibe. Now I do like this jacket. I could make that work. I don't know about those pants, but hey, what are you gonna do? This is definitely not the window for me. I don't know. That's a real Piazza outfit. And then here's the rest. Okay, Lois. It's time to head home. Pretty clear out tonight. A little cold, but it is almost 2 in the morning. Lois is feeling quite spry tonight. Whoa! Now, here is a very popular restaurant with influencers. I've only been here once, and that was with Chandler when she took me here for my birthday. And they literally made us wait like 3 hours because, I don't know, we were dressed pretty nice. And Chandler started to cry because she had really planned this out for my birthday. So, fuck catch. They kind of ruined my birthday. I got a random dude walking around in shorts and nothing else. The freaks are out tonight. I mean, it's only Tuesday, but that don't stop the freaks. So, thank you guys for tuning in for a late night. I've been studying the YouTube analytics, and it says that most of my fans are not up this hour, but I do this as a reward. You guys are Earl soldiers. Whoa. So I think that. Here we almost got taken out. You gotta have your head on a swivel out here. This is probably the world's nicest library. Come on, Lois. West Hollywood. They better fix that. You know, my neighborhood has a rep to protect. Now they're building a gigantic AIDS monument behind this fence. Should be pretty dope. That's kind of a very, if you remember Elizabeth Glaser, her daughter Ariel died of complications from AIDS in 1988 at age 7. Glaser died at age 47. Their husband is Paul Michael Glaser from Starsky and Hutch, who I believe directed several episodes of Miami Vice and many other things. So we'll walk through the park. There's always some type of illicit activity at the park. The location we are at is basically San Vicente Boulevard in between Melrose and Santa Monica, so it's West Hollywood. I mean, obviously they're gonna have an AIDS plaque in West Hollywood, probably a few. And, we won't go in the park. There's too many freakazoids in there. I don't want any problems. Come on, buddy. I've never had a sexual disease, but I'm pretty careful with the women that I make love to. I just don't stick it in anything. Contrary to popular belief, Lois loves the park at night. She loves the cool grass. She's been in the car for a bit tonight while I'm playing hockey. She's in a good mood. She loves the grass. All right, so I hear music coming up, so we're gonna mute the sound, but I'll still, show you the sights. Okay, we're back. Just walking up to my palatial estate. There's the alley. And I've seen a lot of things. Trust me on that one. They're not things you really want to see at night. Earl Skakel in the house. Thank you guys for being late night soldiers. Very foggy tonight. I feel like I'm on the set of a John Carpenter movie. Oh, can you imagine how dirty this fucking thing is? Oh, the loads that have been shot on this thing. I mean, Lois, you know, I've tried to walk her on a harness, but here's the great thing. Lois, come here. I can take her off the leash. She knows exactly where we live. Of course, I wouldn't do this in the daytime, but she is a very amazing dog, and she'll break left, and she'll wait at the stairs to be let in, and she'll drink a lot of water because she gets thirsty. She's ready. She's ready. All right. Let me get her some food, and then we can talk a little bit late night style. All right, let's get in to the darkness. Of course, we'll put on the Earl sign. What would this stream be without the Earl sign? Now, while I do a little business, you guys can do what you want in the stream. Let's conduct some business before we get into the stream and, you know, do our thing. You guys can talk amongst yourselves for a second. You can do whatever you want. This stream is an open forum to discuss anything in the boundaries of good taste, of course. Not like the guy who asked if I give good head. That was not within the boundaries of good taste. Now, we're a small but mighty group in here. But that's the beauty of the Earlverse. We don't really need a big bunch in here to have a good time. We just need, sorry, I have hockey helmet hair. I do apologize for that. But this is where it's at. Well, I don't know if this is where it's at, but, there's not many streamers on right now, 1:47 in the morning, almost 5 a.m. East Coast time. So I do appreciate you guys coming in. We'll move the camera over a little bit. And it's hot. I must take off some of my hockey gear that I still have on. By the way, shout out to my friends on the Ontario Rain. They gave me this hoodie. The last time they came to the comedy store. So support your local minor league hockey team. Thank you very much. I try and make these streams comfortable for everyone. I don't really delve into the drama of other streams, and it's not to say that I'm not tempted. I know that I'd probably have more numbers if I delved into the Stuttering John world, but I'm good on that. I go to a Rain game once or twice a year. It's funny. I see a lot of my friends who play on the Rain. It's Ontario is about an hour drive away. I do have more self-respect, 100%. But, at the end of the day, I would also love to have more people in here. It's trying to find that fine line of, being entertaining and trying to increase my audience. What up? What up? What up? What is Lois doing over there? Yeah, I've done a lot of episodes with Chad on various subjects. I don't do a lot with him anymore just because, he's so controversial right now that I don't really want to be involved in people sniping him and making fun of me. And it's like, fuck off, man. If you got something bad to say it to my face, which I highly doubt you would do. But, that's why Chad has 500-600 people. MLC has, about the same. Carl, I was watching some show of Carl's. He had like 1.6. I mean, that's crazy to me. But, it's just, I just can't. I'd rather have 20 people in here. Obviously, I know it's very late at night, so I wasn't expecting, 1,000 people in here. But and let me give the ray gun to the gentleman who gave the super chats earlier. I'm just too old for the drama. I think I got most of that drama and stuff out, in roast battle and stuff. So, that's just, I'm 56 years old, man. Oh, no problem, Waver. Thank you guys for tuning in. I mean, I know you guys are probably tired. I'm tired. But I try and be as entertaining as I can be. I do think it's kind of neat to show you guys the city I live in. Although we have ACDC. Oh, that's a question for ACDC. Um, so, well, I mean, the film business is moving out of California. Most things get filmed in Vancouver or Atlanta, which is funny. I think Tulsa King was filmed in Atlanta. I did watch the finale of Tulsa King. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I love Stallone as an actor. I mean, and I love Frank Grillo, Neil McDonough. I'll always feel a bond with Neil McDonough because on the Babe Ruth TV movie where he played Lou Gehrig, I was his stand-in. I never met him, but you know. What up, YM? Yeah, I mean, I do live streams probably 3 to 4 a week. The rest of my content on here is shorts and not too many long form videos because they don't do very well for me, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, Frank Grillo's awesome. I see him. He must live in the neighborhood because me and him, we go to the same dog food place, and he's very nice. Every time I see him, I'm like, "Hey, I loved you in Blind Justice," which is maybe one of the more ridiculous TV shows that's been out there. It's about a cop. First episode, he loses his vision. He's a New York street cop, but yet he's still allowed to carry a gun. Um, so, oh, Decatur, Illinois. A certain someone I know was from Decatur, Alabama, but we won't talk about that. Um, I bet you do, Waver. I bet you do. So I believe I will be on Brian Holtzman and Friends this Saturday night at the Comedy Store. So if you are local, let me know. And if you are not, all good. How about that Panthers Oilers game last night? That was some rough and tumble stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it myself. But I love that rough and tumble hockey. Um, Thank you. I don't know if I would say the Earlverse rules, but I think it's a pretty cool place. But I'm biased. And I keep getting asked about when am I going to be on Gutfeld. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. It's not as easy as you think. But some good progress has been made in that part. Yes, that was a good game. Florida's tough. They can really play it any way you want, and they're probably the only team in the league that can out dirty Edmonton. I mean, Edmonton's a very dirty team. I mean, Nurse is, he cross-checked Byfield's head into the ice. He headbutted Deneau, 2 years ago. Broke Hence's foot in the last series against Dallas. I mean, Evander Kane's bladed someone's face last night. Corey Perry's Corey Perry. But, the Panthers can play dirty and rough or whatever you want to call it, too. I mean, you've got obviously Bennett, Marchand, Kachuk, Miko, number 77. Like, he's pretty fucking aggressive. So I think Edmonton is kind of struggling with, like the Kings got bullied. The Kings have gotten bullied by the Oilers the last 4 playoff series. Now, obviously, they've lost because of McDavid and Draisaitl, but trust me, don't think that being bullied by, the first season, Cassian, Kane, that big guy, 77. Um, so, you know, Yeah, I mean, definitely both teams have guys you hate, but I would love to have Corey Perry on the Kings. I mean, he's literally exactly what they need, or a Marchand, or a Bennett. I mean, that shift Bennett had last night where he knocked two Oilers on their ass and then went the other way and scored on a breakaway. Yeah, Gadjevich is a tough boy. Greer, number 10, I think he's a tough guy. I think the Oilers, I said the Panthers in six. Of course, with McDavid, he's the best player I've ever seen play live. Anything's possible. It's going to be interesting the next game to see how the Oilers come out. So, well, the Oilers just they bully the Kings every fucking season. Like, what was it this year? I think it was Kane or Perry, like body checked Kemper, the goalie, in the head, and not one King did anything. So that was disappointing to say the least. But it's going to be a big off season for the Kings. They have a new GM and Ken Holland. He's won 3 Stanley Cups. Oh, that's cool, DJ. And he was not brought in to just fuck around. Most people seem to think that the Kings will get Mitch Marner. He's a free agent, so they don't have to give up anything, which could be good. But I'd rather have Sam Bennett. But I don't think Bennett wants to leave Florida. I mean, why would you leave Florida for LA? If you win 2 cups in a row and no state income tax, you get $10 million from Florida or $10 million from LA. In LA, that's about $8 million because of the taxes and stuff. So, I mean, it really hurt not having him against Edmonton. I'm not saying we would have beat Edmonton if we had Tanner Jeannot, but I definitely think he would have helped. But I did like the 27, 28-year-old rookie Jeff Malott. He, his brother's a UFC fighter, so he was kind of feisty. But, well, the problem with Marner is he's kind of soft. So I don't know if that's what the Kings need, another soft forward. And can he score without Matthews? Now, if you look at a potential first line of Byfield, Kempe, and Marner, wow, that's a nice line. And then a second line, maybe, if you bump Kopitar back one line, Kopitar, Kuzmenko, and maybe Fiala. Then a third line, you've got Deneau, Fogle, and Laferriere. And then the fourth line, you've got Hellenius, Jeannot, if they bring him back, and either Malott or, a fourth line tough guy that they bring in via free agency. And I don't mean tough guy like fighting, but like, excuse me, just someone who stirs the pot. Now, there's some very interesting Ekblad's a free agent, but, once again, is he going to want to leave Florida for anywhere, not just LA? So, Brian Landon, $1.99. When you're done with hockey, can we get a tour? A tour of my house? In the daytime. I only do daytime tours. But thank you very much, though, for the super chat. Well, I mean, but here's the thing, though. They can, they don't have to trade. And more, you've got also Trevor Moore to contend with. So, I mean, and defensively, they might lose Gavrikov. So that's definitely, an interesting scenario if they. Well, I mean, Marchand, if he wins the cup, this will be a second cup. He might be amenable to coming out to LA, but once again, I mean, if you're looking at it from just a business perspective, you're going to want to stay in Florida over LA just because of the taxes. Now, state income tax, that's huge. So an $8 million deal in Florida is closer to $8 million, where an $8 million deal in LA is about six. And Florida, frankly, is a better team. Now, if they lose Ekblad, if they lose Marchand, if they lose Bennett, I mean, it is possible. Then I don't know. So it really depends on those three, and do they like winning in a no state income tax state, or do they want to come to LA? So I don't give homeless people money anymore, to be honest with you, because they're just going to spend it on booze. I'll buy them food. If I see they have a dog, I say, hey, can I get your dog some food? And they'll be like, I want money. Well, I'm not going to buy you food for your dog, and you're going to go buy booze with it. So I used to give them a lot, but it's overwhelming out here in Los Angeles. I mean, there's homeless every fucking block. So yeah, so with Marchand, he might be looking to make up some of that hometown discount, and that would rule out LA. Well, a lot of them don't want food; they want money for booze, or drugs, or weed, or cocaine, or whatever. That's why I don't give them straight money. So coast to coast, yeah. Shit. There's homeless people in Vegas. Imagine how tough they have it. So interesting. I didn't know. I didn't know that. So it's going to be. I mean, there's no accident that a lot of NHL players and other sports players want to play in either Vegas, Dallas, or Florida. LA is like the worst city in the. Like if Austin Matthews or McDavid's a free agent allegedly in a year. If he looks at, his contract will be probably close to $200 million. Now, if he comes to LA, not gonna be that much. If he goes to Dallas or Florida or Vegas, he gets more bang for his buck. But how much money do you need? But only he can answer that. Well, Boston just, what they did, in my opinion, that was wrong is just they held on to too many guys for too long. Now, they're going to luck out because I think with how far Florida went, they get a first round pick. But it's like the Kings got fucked, because they've held on to the core that won them the cups for Mike Richards and Gaborik and they just. It sucks. That's why I don't have a problem when players leave teams. I mean, the teams aren't loyal to the players, and the players aren't loyal to the teams. You got to make that money, honey. So, good for you, Johnny. Good for you. It was pretty nice today, from what I recall. And we'll go about another 9 more minutes, guys, because it is 2:05 a.m. And I am tired, to be honest with you. I'm fading fast because I ran into some big traffic going to my hockey game. And yes, Team Earl is the team to be on. The taxes in LA are brutal. I don't know how poor people live in Los Angeles, to be frank. Message help for review. This is going to be a good one. You're talking about the great Marco Sturm, who, ironically enough, coached the Ontario Reign last season. That's kind of a curious hire, but I know he comes with heavy credentials. Yeah, I don't think too many people are loving Century Boulevard at the moment. Now, from what I understood, the riots were around the 101 in downtown when I left to go play hockey. So, Marco Sturm was a good player, pretty epic player for the San Jose Sharks, and he was a pretty good coach for the Kings. The Kings have a lot of good young talent, so um, it'll be interesting. Boston, they have a lot of picks. There's going to be a lot of movement this year. The Rangers kind of have to change the culture of the team. I know Ottawa is going to want more. Now that they've made the playoffs, they want to fucking be more. Montreal's going to want more, that fan base. The Kings are going to want more. They're probably sick of losing to Edmonton in the first round. That's four straight rounds, 4 straight years they've lost to the Oilers. So that's cool. That's cool. I don't have season tickets to the Rain because it's too far, but I do attend a game from time, once or twice a year. And I always enjoy my time there. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button. In addition to super chats and whatnot, super thank yous, I do love me some new subscribers. And, anything that you can do in terms of that area, likes and subscriptions, helps me out probably more than the money, to be honest with you. I have not been asked to ACDC. I really have tried to stay away. Chad's in that area right now of, a lot of people are going after him, and he encourages it. So I don't want to be caught in the crossfire. I saw Win by Two. I think did about 5.5 hours basically on Chad today, and Kevin Brennan's doing a lot on Chad, and Carl does a lot on Chad, and then I get caught in the fucking middle. And as you guys know, I don't fucking do the online roasting shit. If I got something bad to say, I'll say it to your face. So that's obviously not going to happen if I'm on a show with Chad. So I really try and avoid that. But never say never. It's just. I don't really know Blade, aka John DiCaprio. I've gotten back into watching his show again. I took a little hiatus, but he's very good at it. He's like, I guess, the younger Melton. And Melton talks about Chad too, and I just don't want to be, I like Chad. I probably know him the best out of anyone in this whole fucking wacky world, but yeah. Win by Two. He doesn't really. I don't think he really tries to cuck to anyone in the Dabbleverse. He's kind of his own. I would say Win by Two to me, anyways. Dabbleverse adjacent, so he can kind of afford to go a little harder on them than normally. Yeah, who's JB? You mean JD? JD Vance? I personally think Pat Dixon is back where? I think JD Vance would get killed in a debate by Newsom. Newsom's good. Newsom's the type of guy that would fuck your girlfriend and you'd still like him. Like, he's that good. I'm probably closest with Chad, to be honest with you. I get along with him. He's never done me dirty. I don't like some of the things he says, or how he conducts his business. I just think it's such a empty road that, you always have to have conflict. That would drive me insane. So let's go stream the riots. That probably would get me some big views. I see some streams that are like, but I'm not, the problem is the parking down there. Now it's fucking nuts. And I'm not getting my car graffitied on, Newsom is, I'm telling you, He just looks like a politician. He talks like a politician. I mean, he looks like a president. Good looking guy, and completely oblivious to how bad he runs his own state. So, the people who are going to vote for him to run the country, I highly suggest you look into how he's run California. I mean, California, people are leaving it in droves. So, but I mean, it's going to be the Wild West in 2028. The Republicans don't really have anyone to take over for Trump. I don't think J.D. Vance is the guy. Um, I think without the aura of Trump, he's going to be dead in the water. I just think Newsom's that good. What it be like? The sheriff. What up? What up? We're just about to end the stream, baby cakes. We got 2 more minutes. And then Earl Skakel's going to bed because Earl Skakel is very tired right now. So, but I do appreciate you guys tuning in late night. You guys are soldiers in the Earl Army, and I appreciate it. I won't forget you guys. We got 1.5 minutes, so get your last minute questions in before I retire into the evening. Well, I'm not going to say it's all Newsom's fault, but, I think, Kamala's campaign was doomed because I just think she thought she was the president already. Like, let's be honest, that last 2 years of Biden, I'm not making fun of him because he was sick, but, like, she was the president. And I think that, even though people are leaving California in droves, Newsom will spend it like, hey, it ain't my fault. And, he's good. Like, he's just, and he's young. He's not 100 years old. I mean, he looks like a J.R. Ewing type. But, we'll see. I don't know who the Republicans can roll out against him. So, well, I mean, she also, I think, would have won if she would have went on Rogan, but to sit there and tell Joe Rogan, you can come to New York and I'll give you an hour, when Vance, Rogan made Vance look pretty likable. So, I don't think he would do well at all against Newsom. But, who knows? We'll see. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting. Are you a human or a robot? That's kind of a rude question to end the stream on. I'm a robot. Move it, creep. Hit the like and hit this robot's subscription button, please. I know, a human robot. Yeah, I'm a robot who's a human. Dead or alive, you are coming with me. EA Sports. It's in the game. So, all right, guys. We did a nice, tight hour stream. I appreciate some of the new people. I see the trolls are coming back slightly, but, trolls make the internet run around. So, I appreciate that. I love you all. Good night. Or good morning, wherever you are. Earl Skakel in the Earlverse. Yabba dabba doo. EA Sports. It's in the game.